Welcome back to In with the Old and Out with the New. I'm going to introduce everybody to a system I've come up with. And I came up with it probably 15 years ago. So if you don't think it's relevant, for some reason, it's held up to be relevant, even after the inflation caused by 2020. It still is pretty relevant in my used car buying. I'll explain it to you, and I'll show you all 5 of the vehicles I bought and how it fits into them. But the basic premise of it is for every $100 you spend on a vehicle, you need to get 1,000 miles out of it. So if you buy a car for $100 and you drive it 1,000 miles and it blows up, well, you got your money's worth. You spend 5,000 miles, so on and so forth. The reason I like this system is several times I have bought a car, let's say for $1,000. I bought, before 2020, I bought several cars for right at $1,000, $1,100, $1,200. Okay, at that price, you're looking at 10 to 12,000 miles you get out of the car. You can drive, and if you pick your cars carefully, you can take that car and drive it your 10,000 miles, and typically you can get all your money back, meaning you drove that car for free. And that happens in a lot of cases. Does it happen in all? No. I've had a couple cars I've had hauled off to the scrapyard. But even at that, I didn't really lose. I got the mileage out of them, but they were done. And the scrapyard gave me, I think, roughly $180. They came and picked it up. I brought one to them once, and I got a little more, but I found out it's actually worth it to just let them come get it because the difference in price isn't much. Anyway, let's go over my 5 vehicles, and I'll tell you where I'm at with them. I think this is interesting, and I hope you guys do too. We're going to start with my 2003 Olds Silhouette. I bought 2 years ago for $2,000 even. They were asking $2,200. I was the first one to come look at it. I offered him 2, and he took it. And it was in good shape. It's got a little bit of body rust on the bottom. It's got a dent down there. But that's all it really had. I climbed underneath it. Subframe solid. Everything's solid underneath. All the suspension. No rust. Just a little bit of rocker. So I know what I say about rust. And as long as it's not structural, and at this price point, I don't get too picky. Mainly worried about mechanicals. On this car, everything works. It drives well. I have put 21,000 miles on it. So 1,000 miles ago, it paid for itself, meaning I'm driving it for free now. And if I sell it with everything operating and it being still in good shape, especially now with new tires, and no, I don't add the new tires to it. You're going to put tires on anything you buy. So we don't add normal maintenance items to the price of the car. You're going to do that on any car. But if I sold it for $2,000, I drove it for free and another 1,000 miles for free. I'm not selling it though. I actually like this minivan. It's very, very handy. But that's where I stand on that one. It's free and clear. Now my favorite is this. Let's get around where we can look at it a little better. Is this 2000 Ford F-150. Extra cab, short bed, 2-wheel drive, V6. Not what everybody would consider, the most desirable, which is one reason why I probably got a hell of a deal on it. I bought this 9 years ago for $1,700. It had 147,000 miles on it. And this truck was a one-owner, well cared for truck. The seats, even the front seat, is still in good shape, which this truck now has 228,000 miles on it. It paid for itself a long time ago. All I had to get out of this truck was 17,000 miles. Well, I've put 81,000 miles on it. I've done front end work. You'll do that to any vehicle. Ball joints, A-frame bushings, tie rod ends. Over the years, I put a fuel pump on it. Another thing you're going to do anytime a vehicle has over 150,000 miles, you're probably going to end up doing a fuel pump if it hadn't been done already. It's common. And one way to keep those fuel pumps lasting longer, fill up at a half tank. Don't let your tanks run low. Fill up at a half tank. There's a number of reasons why that will extend the life of your fuel pump. We won't go over them right now, but you can look them up. It's a definite fuel pump saver. Half tank, fill it up. Half tank, fill it up. Anyway, so on this vehicle, I broke even 64,000 miles ago. I mean, I've been driving this truck for free for a long time. I've put 3 sets of tires on it. It's on its 3rd set. It seems like I get, I don't know, 27,000, 30,000 miles out of a set. I buy cheap tires for it. I don't, spend a bunch of money on tires. I get decent highway tires. Don't get any special treads. I just try to go for the fuel mileage. Let's see, front end work. I put some pulleys on the engine, the idler pulleys. They start squealing, common. There's a lot of things I haven't done to this truck, which I'm still wondering when they're ever going to happen, because it's 228 now. Everything still operates perfectly. Underneath is bone dry, no leaks, no nothing. I don't use it as much because I kind of rotate vehicles here, but this is probably one of my best deals. I'll probably never sell it, mainly because now I want to see how far it's going to go. Let's move on to the next one, which I bought not too long ago. It is a 1995 Ford F-150. This one's kind of a cream puff. It is a one-owner, 83,000 mile truck. One reason I got it cheap is it's a plain Jane truck, meaning it basically has no options. It does have AC. It does have the large engine with a tow package. Other than that, it has nothing. So it's a 351 tow package, AC. Other than that, nothing. Crank windows, rubber floor. I dressed it up with some junkyard wheels because it had regular steel wheels. I went and got these wheels out of the junkyard and polished them, put them on. And I get more comments on this truck than just about anything. Runs and drives pretty nice. I've worked on the steering box a little and made it a lot better, and put a harmonic balancer on. The rubber in the harmonic balancer was deteriorating. I noticed it and replaced it. That is age. When you get really old with vehicles, things like that start happening. But okay, $5,500 for this truck. Will it go 55,000 miles? Well, that would only mean I have to put 140,000 miles total on it. I think that'll be a piece of cake. Will I drive it that much? Honestly, I doubt it. But it's kind of just a nice truck to have. I've used it. I've hauled some stuff with it. In any case, on to the Mazda. Okay. This is more money spent than normal, than what I typically go on this channel, because I like to kind of cap it at 10. This was 12. But going to my system, this vehicle has had, when I bought it, 40,000 miles. Now has 42. Will it go to 160? I believe so, because 12,000 would be 120,000 miles. At 40, these vehicles are very durable and good vehicles. Regular maintenance, I believe it'll easily go to 160. I mean, whether it does or not, we will never find out until we get there. But when you look at, others and the mileage people put on them, it should do it relatively easy. This is a clean, rust-free car, as is the 95 Ford, clean and rust-free. But the main reason I'm showing you these is so you understand where I'm going with the price. The Ford, I got to get 140 to break even, to consider it a free truck. 160, it's a free Mazda. It's a 2013, so it's going to hold it's going to stay on that value I bought it at for a long time. This might go up just because it's so clean. And these OBD1, old body style Fords, are going up slowly, but they're going up. And by the way, this thing had brand new tires on it when I bought it. I mean, brand new Firestone Destinations. Anyway, back to the this one here. Been free a long time, and the minivan just became free 1,000 miles ago. In any case, I hope everybody's kind of getting an idea where we're at with this system. I like it. I've been using it for quite some time, and I'm going to continue to use it when I figure a vehicle out, So this is where I usually cap my vehicle purchases at about 150. Because let's put it real tight. You buy a vehicle with 150,000 miles on it for $5,000, you got to get to 200. If you bought something that's in good shape and in good repair at 150 and been maintained and driven correctly, not abused, you should get to 200. And the thing about buying something with 150 on it, a lot of things have been done. That's about the time, people have to take care of a few things. So in a lot of cases, you'll be getting something that had its water pump, its fuel pump, various items replaced already. And it's on for the next round. It's kind of like the Ford, this 2000 Ford I have. I've gone through things. I haven't done anything in a long time. Most of those things I did quite a while back. I gave it a tune-up at 200,000, which was funny because the check engine light came on, and I put a code reader on it and got nothing. And I read where, spark plugs and spark plug wires will make that check engine light come on. So I bought a set of plugs and wires, put them on. Sure enough, the light went out, and kind of wish I did it sooner, because all of a sudden it was idling better. It was doing things better. And, it's funny when you drive something all the time, sometimes you just don't notice, things getting worse, because it's so gradual and you're in it all the time. But it really made it. And actually the fuel mileage went up about 1 mile per gallon when I did the tune-up. And that was 28,000 miles ago, and it's been fine and running good since. Anyway, I hope, some of you people get kind of where I'm going with this. I like this system. It keeps me from spending too much on something. It keeps things in line. It kind of limits me at about 150,000 miles, because at 200, I don't usually expect vehicles to go too much farther. I mean, a lot of them will. I mean, I've seen vehicles with 600,000 they're more of the exception than the rule. 300 seems to be attainable, but even cars that have, really good reps at 300, it seems like things are starting to get, you got to start looking at big items too, transmissions, engines, differentials, all that stuff's now got 300,000 on it. So you're getting them on borrowed time, I think. I try not to mess with anything over 200. 150, I like to cap things there and see where the money goes and where the mileage goes. And the nice thing is, even if you bought a $2,000 car and drove it 2 years and kept buying $2,000 cars, every 2 years, okay, say you spent $10,000 in 10 years buying cars. If you bought a new car, you'd have spent 50. You would have paid interest, probably another 58. And then at the end of that 10 years, that $58,000 investment would probably be worth 10 or less. So you lost 48. You basically gave up $48,000. If you do the $2,000 times 5 car at $10,000, even if every one of them blew up, even if every one of them you had to give away or haul to the scrapyard, you spent $10,000, $38,000 saved over 10 years. Not to mention the insurance you would have spent. Like I said, these vehicles, they're all less than $20 a month. The only one I've got comprehensive on that Mazda because it's a little more value. When the things get 10,000 and above, I usually put comprehensive on them. But even that's cheap. I think it's $300 a year. So you're not going to pay that on a new vehicle. You're going to pay probably $2,000 a year insurance on a new vehicle. And 2,000 times 10 is 20,000 more dollars you can add to that 48, it's just a lot of money gone, and there's no way to get it back. With these vehicles, you can usually get your money back. Even if I sold them for what I paid for them, I got my money back and drove them all that time. So just another thing, keep in mind, and write that system down and see how it applies. It won't apply to a new car very well because when you buy a $50,000 car, typically you ain't getting 500,000 miles out of it. So it's a used car only deal, and probably a lot of used cars it won't work out on. So I stay away from those that it won't work out on. Anyway, if you're enjoying this content, subscribe to watch more because I'm going to have more. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe.